keepers of the light, the true holders of knowledge, the natural mystics, the natural magicians, those who do this transformation thing naturally, those who do this genuinely and authentically because this is what they were born to do. This was their destiny. This is their sole purpose. Not those who are acquiring this agenda or acquiring this particular mission or trying to acquire a certain purpose, but those who are naturally birthed into the purpose, those who are naturally born with light, the holders of light, those who dispense light and radiate light to others so others can see, so others can absorb that light and reflect that light. Those are the natural mystics. Those are the keepers of the light. They keep the knowledge. They preserve the knowledge, so that knowledge can be passed on to generations to come and to the future of light keepers, to all of the future light keepers and natural mystics. They don't get enough recognition, don't get enough acknowledgement for the work that they're doing, because a lot of them, they're not social media famous. You know, they're not these popular public figures that are here to arouse and entertain you. You know, they're not here to arouse different aspects of your lower nature, to entertain you, to keep you bound, to keep you stuck in the lower nature of yourself. They're actually here to do the real work, to raise you up. So the things that they say, the things that they speak on, these things may not sit comfortable with you. These things may disturb you. They may make you feel some type of way. But sometimes you need to be shooken up, to be wakened up. Don't take offense, take heed. There's too much soft love going around. You need tough love. There's too many people trying to play teachers, trying to play counselors. We need more coaches. And when I say a coach, because a coach gives tough love. A coach isn't sitting on the sideline screaming softly, encouraging you to get your shit together. If it's error in your way, if it's error in your performance, they're going to point that out to you. They're going to make you practice and do what's necessary to correct that error, so you can perform and execute to the best of your ability. That's what a true coach does. They're not pacifying your emotions. They're not co-signing your insanity. They're not feeding you a bunch of fluff just to get money from you, just to keep you coming back. They're not feeding off of your negative energy, turning it into a positive energy for themselves because it makes them feel good to hear all of the fucked up shit that's going on in your life. Some people feed off of that. It makes them feel good about their life and the place that they're at in their life. You have to be able to watch for the fakes. It's a lot of fakes out there. It's a lot of unnaturals running around. They're not true mystics. There's nothing magical about them. They're synthetic. It's not magic, it's illusions. It appears to be real, but it's not. This is becoming common. It's an abundance of these people floating around on social media. And these people are the people that are becoming social media sensations, social media gurus, online gurus. Thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers, videos going viral. Talking above people's heads, talking to them on levels that are beyond their comprehension, so they sound incredibly deep and fascinating, and they leave people amazed or stuck in a state of awe. And in that state of awe, that state of fascination, they make foolish decisions. Their judgment gets clouded. They end up feeding into something or buying into something that is toxic, that's poisonous, that's actually catering to their ignorance more so than it's catering to their knowledge or raising up their vibration. It's keeping them stagnant. It's keeping them at a lower vibration. It's a bunch of superficial, materialistic things being pushed your way, disguised as spiritual, disguised as magic. And it's not that, it's an illusion. It's keeping you stuck in this superficial, synthetic world of material things that really have no true value. You are the true gem. The true value is within. It's all of the jewelry inside of you. It's the treasure chest inside of you. You are a treasure chest. You have to be unlocked. You have so much jewelry inside of your treasure box, but that box needs to be found. That box needs to be opened. So when you hear these different stories about hidden treasure and the quest to find hidden treasure, it's talking about yourself. It's talking about the hidden treasure inside of you that needs to be found, that's been hidden. You're the treasure that you're looking for. It's not any of these materialistic things outside of you. That's a program. You've been programmed to value these things. And then your desire is being controlled. See, once they control what you desire, they control what you value. So then they control your energy and what your energy is motivated or what your energy gravitates to. It's like they're sitting back with a remote controller, controlling your movements, and you're just like a video game avatar, doing whatever the controller commands you to do. It's a lot of phonies running around. But don't be fooled by that. Don't allow yourself to be blinded. See, don't allow yourself to get mesmerized by the glitz and the glamour. These things are illusions. All of these different things that shine. So you got to understand, when you find the diamond is covered in dirt and grime. It has to be cleaned. It has to be washed. It has to be polished. It's not just sitting there shining and lustering. It has to be polished. The same thing applies to knowledge. The same thing applies to the giver of light or to light givers. They have to be polished. They have to be genuine. They have to be authentic. Like I said, some are naturally born with these gifts. They're natural healers. They're natural mystics. And then others, they're acquiring a lifestyle. They're trying to appropriate these different things and make it a part of their lifestyle because it's money in it. They're doing it for financial gain. But if that's the motivation behind all of your work, it's dead anyway. Because this is all spiritual first. Anything that you're doing physically, it should be to assist or related to your spiritual work. Although it appears to be physical, it should be spiritual in essence. You're doing it for a spiritual purpose, for spiritual evolution. It's not physical, but you can use these physical things to give you heightened spiritual experiences. So when you hear the phrase, it's not what you do, it's how you do, that can be related to that. Because you may appear to be doing or using the same tools as other people, but you may not be using it for the same purpose. They may be using it for physical reasons, for a physical purpose, or for a physical agenda. But if yours is spiritual in nature, spiritual in essence, that places you in a different space. Oftentimes people get their work confused with others. We have to stop doing that. You have your specific assignment, your specific task that has to be carried out. You have your specific purpose that has to be filled. It's not necessarily a collective purpose. A lot of times trying to reach out to this collective and bring in this collective, or trying to get this work done with this collective group of people, this large collective group, is stagnating you. It's causing you to stand still. It's a distraction. It becomes a diversion. Because like I've said before, it's easier to do the work for yourself than it is to do work for a bunch of other people. It's easier to get yourself on track and to get yourself on a path and keep yourself on a path than it is to try and bring others and get others to get on the path and to do the work that they're supposed to do. If you're in a position to where you can reach out to others and you can assist others, so be it. But don't distract yourself. Don't allow yourself to be taken off course for everyone or everything else. Because these things can be hindrances in disguise. And you think that you're doing a good deed or a righteous deed, but it's actually an illusion. Like I told you, get rid of the jokers. Get rid of the illusions. Get rid of the distractions. Don't fall for the diversion tactics. Don't focus on the puppet. Focus on the puppeteer. Don't listen to the voice of the dummy. Watch the mouth of the ventriloquist that's controlling the voice of the dummy. Watch the hand that's controlling the movements of the puppet. Keep all eyes open. Most importantly, keep your inner eye open. Because that is the all-seeing eye. That's the eye that sees through all of the nonsense, all of the make-believe. Don't get caught up in the illusion. Don't get lost in the illusion. Keep your vision sharp. And move wise. Watch what you put into your system. Because these things that you put into your system can alter your vision. It can dim your vision. It can dull your sight. It can cause you to be first eye blind. Then you don't have the ability to see things for what they really are. It means you're spiritually blind, spiritually dead. Spiritually without sight, without vision, without knowing. In a state of inner ignorance. Ignorance is death.